What up? What up? What is hippity hippity hoppity hop? I don't know why the Tekken. I think that's Tekken. Tekken song's going through my brain right now. Street Fighter. Choose your fighter. You know the usual, guys. Just checking to see if we're actually live. The usual. And we are live. Not only are we live, but it's not showing me whether we are actually working. Hmm? Connection is on sheet. Connection on sheet. Can you hear me though? I'm gonna check my earphones. It sounds like I'm good, but I keep cutting out. This is a real ridiculous. Look, that's good enough. That's good enough. I'm not even gonna bother with that shit because low-key, this video is like sort of satirical anyway. So I'm not even fussed. If it was a more serious video, I don't know if any video really is serious at the end of the day. I have that degree of seriousness because I just have that energy. First house. Saturn in the first house. So the way I personally am, the way I personally express myself, the personal experiences that I go through just makes me serious in some way, shape, or form. And that is a blessing and a curse. Everything has a blessing and a curse, right? But that one specifically is definitely heavy on the blessing and curse energy, you know, because obviously everyone would like some degree of seriousness when it comes to the things that they want to manifest and create in their reality, right? But on the flip side, being one of the only more serious people about what you're doing. Even when I wasn't serious, like I wasn't that much of a serious person when it came to like real life shit that mattered. I was still serious in every other way. So like for example, like I was seriously like wasn't shit, you know, I was seriously weak, you know, like so came that in itself was a blessing and a curse because a lot of people around me weren't seriously where they were at, if that makes sense. A lot of people around me were just kind of half in, half out of where they were at. Where even though I was seriously weak, you know, and seriously wasn't shit, at least I was serious about something. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's a blessing and a curse. But you can't expect other people to be like you, otherwise life would be boring as fuck. Like, fuck, would be lame. You know, everybody would be like some Kim Kardashian cutout copy version of like some other bitch. Like, and I don't want to be some other bitch. Do you? No, I'm not some other bitch. So, speaking of this other bitch, right? Getting into the title of the video, we were titling it Slaying Every Day leads to slaying every day. If that's, I think that's the right title that I did. Could care less. But this has some merit to it. It has some truth to it. It's not actually entirely satirical, but it is also low-key satirical. And I had been like kind of sitting on this idea for a little bit, but I was also like in my head, I was like, I don't know about that. Like it just seems kind of not that serious. But now lately I've been getting more in that energy of just kind of being like real free and not and not taking shit so serious. So it's high time that I actually put this idea into execution rather than sitting on it, right? So slaying every day leads to slaying every day. What the fuck do you mean? Like, what the fuck? How does slaying every day lead to slaying every day? Slaying every day, you need to understand the context in order for you to know what I'm talking about, obviously. So, slaying every day, when it comes to this, it's talking about slaying those negative aspects of yourself, slaying those demons, demon slayer, you know what I mean? So, slaying every day is about slaying those internal bitches that try to take you to this side of the world and this side of the world, try to make you this way and that way, and think and feel this way and that way. And when you just slay that shit, you know, like you just nip that shit in the butt. You don't even like allow that thing, whatever that is, whatever that bitch, or whatever that demon is, you don't allow that thing to be born into the world through either your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, or your words. Because a lot of people will be like, oh, born into the world. That's like when you express it. And no, that's not even just about expressing it. That's also when you have thoughts and feelings and you feed on them, you feed into them. So that's another way of bearing and giving birth to it in the world, even though you might not be the one expressing it, even though you might not be the one acting on it, but you're still doing a mental action by adding fuel to the fire, by constantly thinking and mulling over that thing. So when you slay all that shit, this leads to you slaying every single day without fail. It does not matter what you do because you've already started doing that internal slaying. So you've slayed your own inner demons. And now when you walk out into the world, you're actually slaying. Like how people say, like, slay, bitch, slay, queen. That's so slay, you know? So now you're actually slaying without even trying. And a lot of people who try to slay don't end up slaying. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet. You know, I might be wrong, I might be wrong. Again, this video might be half satire. I don't know, maybe take it with a grain of salt. But it might have some truth to it. If you've known people in your life to slay on a constant basis, I'm willing to bet that they be slaying all those shit that I just mentioned. So, slaying every day really does lead to slaying every day. Before I started slaying all this stuff and getting rid of those demonic energies that we all have within us, because people will hear demonic energies, they'll be like, oh my gosh, he just admitted that he had demonic energies. Babes, any energy that is more predicated on attention, on your emotions, on even negativity in some way is a form of a demonic energy in itself. So don't get it twisted, baby. And demonic doesn't necessarily always mean bad. A lot of people think that's synonymous with bad, but that's besides the point. That's another video. Anyways, when it comes to that, you know, you'll be slaying in many different areas because not only will you be slaying through your actions, okay, maybe you're slaying other people's demons, maybe you're slaying a situation, maybe you're slaying that job interview, you know, maybe you're slaying the FL Studio program and you're making some bomb ass melodies and beats and it's just fucking slay. Or you're slaying a whole bunch of tasks, you know, whatever it is, in some way, shape, or form, it started with you internally slaying first. Slaying all those negative thoughts, those demonic thoughts, those evil, negative energies that make you run around like a headless chicken, bitch. You know, all those ones. Those ones that you, like, turn around and you start to feel guilty after you did it and you're like, why the fuck did I do that? Babes, those things. When you slay those, then boom, you'll be set. You'll be slaying every single day, all the way down to physically slaying, you know. Some people, if they were in my position, half the shit I do, they'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so ugly. That is so hideous. That is so rah. That is so but like, I be slaying it. And even people who might think that that thing isn't necessarily ugly, they can even admit that I be slaying that shit. So that's because I slay my internal shit first. You know what I mean? I don't mess around with no hooji. I just slay what I need to slay and say what I need to say, you know? So that doesn't always mean expressing my negative thoughts and feelings as well. The yawning is on fucking 110% tonight. What the fuck is going on? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I don't know how much more simpler I could put this video. Like, you're just gonna be slaying, you know, in all aspects, in all areas, in all avenues. So, like, where you were, like, not shit before, you're gonna be slaying that shit, you know? So, people will be like, you are hot shit, you know? As opposed to before, you might have been like, bitch, I ain't shit. No, you're gonna be hot shit. Because now you're slaying everything that you need to be slaying instead of going out in the world and thinking you need to slay the way you look. You need to slay the way you are. You need to slay the way you bar. You need to slay the way you da. You know, whatever it is, you're thinking that you need to slay those things that's external to you. AKA, you need to walk in a certain way to slay. Like, bitch, ever since I started slaying my internal shit, like, I just be doing shit and then I'd be looking afterwards and being like, that slay. Like, how did that slay so fucking, like, bad? Like, that's some badass shit right there. Like, I just be like breathing a certain way and then I'm like, damn, that was a badass way to breathe. Like, you're a boss ass bitch. Like, I can't explain it in any other way or avenue or mechanism or energy. It doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. But if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. It's about slaying, you know? And it's not about slaying those things that people think they need to slay. Like, I need to slay, I need to have the hottest outfit in the whole room. Sometimes you bitch, you can have the ugliest shit on, but because you slayed your internal first, you slayed all those demonic energies, those negative thoughts and feelings. You walk here with that ugly ass outfit and you'll get compliments. Like, people will be like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. I love your outfit, slay. And then boom, you've just clocked the game, babes. You've clocked the game. So you don't even need to do any more levels, any more side quests, babes. You 100%ed that shit, you know? So Assassin's Creed, if you played that game, you know how hard that shit is to 100%, you know? But life ain't like that. Life can be easy to 1%, 100%. But you gotta slay the right things. You can't be slaying no external shit. You can't be slaying no like blah blah blah, this and that, slay this and slay that. Why does it look like I have a tan line there? Anyways, that's slaying, you know, like look at that. Like slay, slay, slay. Collarbones on fleek, slay. No. What the fuck, man? But yeah, like just keep in line, keep in tune with all your slaying mechanisms because you will be able to slay. You just need to realize that slaying is not necessarily about the external or the physical. It's really about you internally slaying all of that shit that you don't want to, you know, you don't need to slay that anymore. You don't need to slay all the bubble, external bubble. Also, I want to say, actually, maybe that might be good to just write in a post. But, just in case, the last video I posted last night, I freaking was wrong. I actually said that we were in Aquarius. No, sorry. I said we're in Capricorn moon and Aquarius new moon. I was wrong, babes. We're actually in Aquarius moon and we're in Pisces new moon. Right? So, but that's alright, because about 2 videos before that, I had even said that. I'm not entirely sure about which the new moon, where the new moon is. But regardless, have a slay night, have a slay day, have a slay every time, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And wish me luck in keeping my eyes open. Peace!